Welcome back to another episode of the Crypto Serpent. And if you do enjoy the videos, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. We've got some big warnings coming up. I told you, I did say it. I said it last week that I was not convinced about the prices and movement that we've been having up until now. And looks like that we are going to go down before we go up. Now, again, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor, but just pay attention to some of the key details and some of the key things which are popping up at the moment in the short term. So just want to make sure that you are aware as well. When I talk about this stuff, I'm talking about short term, right? So it's not a warning, that the plan has changed, whether, we will see a new all-time high for XRP. And I know that frustrations are hitting an all-time high. How do I know that? You guys don't even have to comment because I see it from the analytics of how much time people are spending watching videos related to XRP. And I'm not talking about just this channel. I look at, my channel, other channels and what people are up to. And the average watch time has dramatically decreased, which for me is absolutely astonishing because with these prices, these are the times to actually watch and educate and understand and learn. Like, it's incredible. Like, I look at the analytics of every single crypto YouTuber in May last year, and we had 4 to 5x more views across the board, across every channel. And that's like when the prices were like some of their highest. And it's completely wrong, in my perspective, right? And so what is the main reason for me telling you that information? The main reason for me telling you that information is to do the opposite of what the masses are doing. That's what serpents do. You don't do what everyone else is doing. Run away when the prices are low, come back when the prices are high. You get wrecked every time. Learn from the masses. There's a reason why, people are where they are. And it's not rude to say that. It's because they keep making the same mistakes. They buy high and they sell low. Wrong. You buy when no one else is talking about it and you sell when everybody's talking about it. That's the golden rule. But it takes courage. Oh, what if it goes to zero? Well, what if? What if it doesn't? And that's really, really critical. Now, Ripple CEO, he reckons, we will win as the law is on our side. But if otherwise, world is already operating as if Ripple has lost. Telling everyone to, we've already been, since December 2020, they've already been operating like they've lost because, we have a pending case. And as you can tell, like countries around the world are adapting it, more people are using it. And the numbers for on-demand liquidity and the company statistics as far as Q3 to Q4 reports of mass adoption, and it's growing. The company is growing. They're hiring while people are firing. They're liquid. What more do you want out of a company, right? I mean, you're looking at price metric instead of looking at all these other metrics. And that's what makes me sleep well at night because I know what I hold. I understand what I hold. And so I encourage you to look into those metrics and not the current price tag of what this particular coin is at. He goes, I'm betting that Ripple will win the lawsuit. Just to be clear, I am betting on that, not just because of the tone of the questions from the judge. He goes, I'm betting on that because I know the facts are on our side. And I'm betting on that because the law is on our side. That's how convincing, that's how convinced he is. And I agree. I share that as well. Regardless of whether I was a holder or not, I share the same view. XRP supports FIFA host as CEO bets win against SEC. Ripple partner Qatar National Bank. QNB has signed a remittance service deal with China Bank allowing direct money transfer from Qatar to Philippines. QNB, an official sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2022, will the RippleNet cross-border payment settlement solutions to ensure safe and smooth remittance transfer. So again, Ripple's partner Qatar National Bank, QNB, has signed a remittance service deal with China Bank. Coincidence? It's not. It's not coincidence of what is going on, right? So this particular partner, QNB, launches direct remittance service. These are the kind of things to pay attention to. They're the kind of things. Now, we are patiently waiting for the new rates to come out, and it will be Wednesday in America, Thursday morning in Australia. We'll know more about it. And so the Fed meeting, let's see what that looks like. I'm expecting that the Fed meeting is actually going to be negative. I think the inflation numbers are going to be higher than what they're currently at. And that will cause the market to really dip. Today we're seeing the market dip, but I think by the time we get to Thursday morning, the market's really going to start to take a take a dive, really, like, take a let's just say a turn for the worse. Short term, again, short term, I did mention that we're going to drop, significantly one more time before we finally begin the rally to move up. And it looks like it will be heading that way. Now, should the Fed meeting be positive, should the numbers come out lower than expected, then expect the market to go up. Now, my perspective, and again, it's just one person's opinion, it's not a financial advisor, I'm not a financial advisor, my thoughts are that the numbers are going to come out negative, and that's going to cause the market to drop. That's just my 2 cents. Now, Judge is losing patience in Ripple and XRP lawsuit as SEC changes its story too many times. I agree. The truth doesn't need to be changed. It doesn't go sideways. The truth stays extremely consistent. And in this particular court case, Ripple has maintained its position from day one. It has not moved its strategy and has stayed extremely consistent. They're saying we're innocent, we're going to prove it, we want legal clarity in America, we're willing to fight for it, we're willing to put our money down, and we're willing to wait and have a negative impact so far on their progress in the world. As long as they get that legal clarity, that's how much it means to them. On the other hand, SEC keeps changing its story, keeps hiding, keeps moving things, shuffling cards around to delay. And that's just been the facts of what's been going on. Now, I mentioned that the price is, moving down at the moment, but I love how the terminologies that gets used, right, to scare you. Bitcoin crashes to 7 days low. Relax. Like, we've been seeing this coming for quite a few weeks now, that it was. So, it did go from a low of 19,230 to a high of 24,280. By the way, it's in USD when I speak about prices. And so now we're waiting to see, okay, so where do we go from here? How far will we go down? And I'll talk about that in a few moments. So Bitcoin and Ethereum have erased almost all the weekly gains, and all coins increase losses, which is always the case. Now, Ripple defendants object to the SEC's request to impose an unprecedented level of secrecy in these proceedings by sealing all identifying information in the Dubert motions regarding its 5 preferred expert witnesses. I mean, look, who's not over this? Like, it's so, like, this strategy of the SEC is just so boring. I can understand why they do what they do, but it's just, like I said, it's frustrating to be an XRP holder. I get that, and I understand that a lot of you feel that frustration, and I told you I see it from the analytics point of view of how much time people are spending on this particular subject. And I'm talking about XRP in general on YouTube search, right? It's down across the board, anybody who talks about it. So very, very interesting times. Now, I have noticed something interesting, that 74% of you who watch the channel aren't actually subscribed. That is astonishing. If you could do me the favor, if you do enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. It really, really, really does help. And it is much, much appreciated if you want to, of course. Now, where are we going? Look, I think this line is very, very important. And I think this is something really, 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 really interesting, to pay attention to. Now, when we look at this, and we're looking particularly the line from 2018, that blue line, you can see that, like, how long it went for. And then you can see here where this is heading. And it could be heading towards the range of 17 cents. Now, I say this with a pinch of salt because there is a case lingering at the moment. The company has never been stronger than it has in the last 4 years in terms of all metrics, not just one metric, but in terms of all metrics. And so that gives me the posture to say to you, be mindful of waiting for 17 cents. And I'm just going to say that, right? Be mindful. Like, I understand some of you want to wait until 17 cents to potentially buy in, but you could be missing out big time. There is a high chance of you missing out. And for the long-term trajectory, and once this case settles and on-demand liquidity launches and Ripple IPOs and all that, like I said, it's a huge mistake to wait to that exact moment, because you could miss out. again, it's not financial advice. I just want to give you my opinion, my perspective. If you were my friend and we were sitting together and you asked me what I would do, that is exactly what I would say. I'd say waiting until 17 cents is risky because it may never happen and you may have to accept that. Now, once we do go, it's going to go. It's going to fly. Now, some of you have been asking about, the 589 and all those theories that are out there and all that. Let's focus on the short term, right? Let's focus on breaking previous all-time highs, going to double digits, eventually moving into triple digit territory. Way too soon to be talking about things like 589 and all that, right? As much as I love the community, it can also be sometimes delusional because of the clickbait videos that are created for you to watch those instead of watching videos like these. And I have no problem with what other content creators do and how they go about it. But to me, making a video saying, hey, this is when we're going to get to 589 is deceiving the entire community. That's just my perspective. Again, you guys take that as you like, I guess. But I do see a drop in the short term before we skyrocket. When we do skyrocket, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome, and I cannot wait. And I'm going to be with you every single step of the way. If you learned something new today, then don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. As always, thank you. Look forward to see you on the next one.